Hello and welcome to Haiku, the art of creating petite poetic pearls from nature. Writing haiku may sound easy, but there is much more to this form than meets the eye. Haiku is a short form of poetry which originated in Japan. Nature, the seasons, and the weather are key motifs. Haiku can appear as standalone poems or as part of other larger Japanese poetry forms such as renga and haibun. Haiku has existed for centuries, and famous Japanese haiku writers include Matsuo Basho and Ujima Onitsura. Below is a three-line example by Basho and a traditional single-line haiku by Shiki. Haiku never have titles, virtually never rhyme, and seldom use overt metaphor or simile. Bruce Ross, in his book Writing Haiku, identifies two important parts to creating haiku: to join two images where you are comparing the relationship between the two, and to connect our feelings to nature and the natural seasons. Traditionally, haiku consists of three phrases composed of 17 syllables in a 5-7-5 syllable pattern. Modern critics suggest this can be fewer syllables, up to a maximum of 17. For example, Kaiku Imokaya discusses different ways to create three segments that follow a short, long, short pattern without a rigid structure, as well as linguistic circumstances that necessitate English haiku to be more loosely structured than Japanese haiku. Today, most serious haiku written in English are usually shorter than 17 syllables, such as the example below by Jacques Kerouac. You can read more modern haiku in Presence, a leading British haiku journal. Michael Dillon Welsh states in his essay, the most important characteristic of haiku is how it conveys, through implication and suggestion, a moment of keen perception and perhaps insight into nature or human nature. Welsh says haiku does not state this insight, but implies it. Rather than using adjectives like beautiful, haiku writers stick to words that objectively convey the facts of what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Instead of writing about your reactions to stimuli, in good haiku you write about those things that cause your reactions. Traditionally, a haiku centers structurally on a pause. By juxtaposing two elements, the writer creates what Welsh calls a spark of energy, like the gap in a spark plug. This allows two parts to reverberate off each other and give the reader an aha moment of deeper understanding. Below is my own attempt at an aha moment. In conclusion, Jacques Kerouac said haiku should be as simple as porridge and should pack in a whole vision of life in 3 short lines. It is a rewarding form, but there is much to consider in terms of content, syllable count, and method of creation. As philosopher Roland Barthes said, paradoxically, haiku is both easy and hard. Thank you for listening to my presentation.